Hello YouTube friends, welcome to my channel. I'm Beth, the Red Cross Stitcher. If you are on Instagram and want to follow me there, I am Red Cross Stitcher there as well. Thank you, I appreciate you spending time with me today. So pull up a chair here in my studio and let's get started. I've got a lot to show you today. A lot of fully finished and one that's almost fully finished, a quilt, a garment, a bag. I made a bag, and I think I've really focused on 2 whips. One whip and another new start. So let me go ahead and show you my very first one. I do not have the chart. I've already passed the chart on, but it is When Flowers Blossom by Brenda Gervais. Now, I do not have this laced. I have it on the mat board. I wanted to see, I love this frame. I bought it from Hobby Lobby, and I want to make sure I can get this just in here. I know it's snug, but I think it's beautiful. I will end up lacing this to have it fit in there completely. But here is my finish. Now, I did the Lori Holt conversion. The only change that I made, I used the same kind of fabric she did. I think it was a 28 count. I don't know if this is mushroom or platinum. I cannot remember. But I changed the floss colors to what she did. The only exception was the house color. I want to say it was Grecian gold that you needed. And nobody had it, not even online. I couldn't find it. So I ended up using the DMC conversion for that. So there's my finish. So I know it's tight, but I just love it in this frame. Absolutely love it. So I think I'll go ahead and get it laced and get it hung. So that's my first one. My next one is also a Brenda Gervais, and this is now no longer a whip. I am doing, or I did, Winter Rose Manor by Brenda Gervais. And I did this as a sew along with a few friends. Diane, Be a Blessing Stitcher, and a couple of ladies from our local stitch group, Denise and Rachel. So I am done with mine. I also used Lori Holt's conversion on this as well. And this was stitched on 36 count old stationery. I used the called for floss and I'll say Lori Holt's conversion minus one thing. Lori ended up changing, the house was supposed to be in conch. She changed hers to perfect pie crust. I bought the perfect pie crust, but mine wasn't still as pink. So I did end up changing mine to Classic Colorworks Rosy Glow. And I also used the frame that Lori bought from Hobby Lobby as well. Now, this one has been laced. I just have to get the little prongs to we put in the back of it to secure it. We did not have all the prongs. So this is a home decor picture from Hobby Lobby. I don't know if they still have it. It was in the home decor section, and the actual print on it was "This Is Us." So I popped that out, cut my mat board, and pinned and laced my piece on it. But I like the color of my house in that rosy glow. I like it being pinker up against that darker old stationery fabric. And there were a few changes that I made. She had, if you can see, a lot of the white like snowflakes around. I do not like stitching those. I don't care for them. So I put a few in, but I ended up adding, let's see, a couple of extra hearts up here and an extra bird, and I added an extra heart down here. I put my initials, and down here she had another initial on hers. I ended up doing my given name, Elizabeth. I go by Beth, but I did put E for Elizabeth there. So, and let's see, I did my birth year too. So that is my piece. So pleased. So I can't wait to get the prongs to secure that and get that done. So in my whip parade, I told you all my oldest whip was a Stitching with the Housewives wreath swap. Now I did not pull the chart for that I'm going to show you. I had 3 of them going, but one of them was my oldest, which was the strawberries. That was my oldest whip. So I finished all 3 that were started. And I also changed the frame that I had it in. I changed my letters. I painted my letters. So the frame I bought was from Hobby Lobby, and I'll show you the sticker on the back so you can see that. But this is a square frame that I use mine. So I did paint my letters with champagne toast, and I bought that little thing of paint from Hobby Lobby. They used to be white. I did not stitch the H, the M, the E. You can buy the chart to stitch that. I didn't want to do that. I wanted mine in the tan family, so I stitched mine all on 32 count beautiful beige. She stitches hers on black, chalkboard black or black. I'm not sure which she had done, but my decor is not, is more the neutrals. So this is the oldest. And so I just put magnets on that and then have the washers on the back. So that is my strawberry one. And I do not have washers mounted for the other 2 that I have. The next one that I had was the Santa Claus, the Christmas one. So I just have to put the washers on the back of this. So there's that one. Oh, I got something all over my finger now. Okay. And my patriotic one. So all 3 of these are done. I don't know how many more I'll do. I still have them kitted. I just put all the floss on a ring for every one. I think I have wreath swap 1 and wreath swap 1 and wreath swap 2. There are 6 in each. Like I said, I did not do the one where you stitch the H, the M, the E. I chose not to do that. The next one I worked on, this is a new start and a fully finished. Lizzie Kate, Love. So this was a brand new start and a finish. It does have a tiny little button right there. And this is how I finished the back. And this is stitched for a very special friend of mine, Della. She has chosen a word of the year, and her word of the year this year is love. And I have not done mine for the year. I do want to stitch that. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but my word that I've chosen is abide. And that just brings me peace to know that I'm abiding in my Father's love, and that all of 2025, I just need to be focused on, I just need to abide in Him, and all will be well. The next one is a free, actually both of the next ones are free from, this one is from Hands On Design. It is Love You. And I did this on, I think this is a 32 count pink blush. And I did mine in DMC. I did mine in DMC 347, and this looks like 3865 white. And then my back. So cute. This was a new start and a fully finished as well. I think I had 3 of these brand new starts and fully finishes. The next one is a free, I think this one was free, I'm almost positive, is Do Everything in Love, yes, by Silver Creek Samplers. And I did this one on a white 28, no, this is the 32 count Murano Pink Splash. And I just chose my colors. I don't think I used her colors. Well, I might have. Yeah, I did 347, 760, and 761. So it is, I think the colors, the DMC colors. So I did use her colors. I did put a ruche ribbon on it. And that is my back. I did quilt the back of my pillow. So I love it. So that is all of my fully finished items. I do have a couple of new starts, one that's almost fully finished, and a new start that I started right before I went to Barefoot Needle Art's retreat at the beginning of the month. So let me show you. This is also part of haul while I was there. I bought Brenda Gervais Grand Old Flag, Grand Old Flag 2. So I had bought that there, but I didn't start it until I came home. I am doing this one right here. And I have it stitched, but my daughter-in-law lost her father. It'll be 2 years in April. And I wanted to, he was in the Air Force, and I wanted to stitch this and put his name and his birth date and when he died on the piece. I am stitching this on 36 count Moonstone with the called for floss. And I do have his last name. I had to do some picking because his middle initial I thought looked too close to his last name. Let me put this over top of. I did not get my board out, y'all. So let's see if you can see it like that. So I am going to finish his name across, and underneath I will put his birth and his death date on that for him. So love this one. I am going to do the other two as well, that one and that one. So like I said, I just need to finish the name on that, and then that will be done. So again, 36 count Moonstone with the called for floss. My next piece I have been working on, this has kind of been my focus for probably the last, I don't know, 2 weeks or maybe a week and a half, not sure, is Teresa Kogut's Dwelling Place. This is my next oldest whip. I started this in November of 2023 on Thanksgiving with a few friends. I'd ask anybody to join along. I didn't do a hashtag. I think Shelly Antique Needleworkers joined. Kim, a friend of mine, Kim started it. So I've got Judy, I think Judy started it. I think there were several of us, and Michelle, made by Michelle McGraw, had started it as well. So it's a beautiful piece. I am using the called for floss. I am doing mine on 36 count Confederate gray. Now, I did not iron any of these pieces. So I have the border is done. I just have to do the fill-in of the stars, but it is done. And I'm sorry for my dangling thread. I don't think that made it any better, but so I've been working in this area, and I'm doing, there's 3 big flowers, that's where my focus has been. So I'm getting there with this one. It's starting to feel like I'm making a dent in it, because it's a big piece. It is 284 by 318. So this is a large piece. So 36 count Confederate gray, called for floss on that one. My next one is a brand new start, and I am, I'd say, halfway done. I am doing The Maker and Mender by Brenda Gervais, and there it is. I am doing mine, let's see, this called for Barb's Blend. I did not do that, but I am doing the called for floss. I am doing mine on a 32 count unknown linen. So I'm not sure what it is. So I'm a good halfway there. Let me hold it up let me not blow it out as much. So this one, I love this one too. So I'll continue, hopefully, working on this one. And the only other one that I even pulled out that I worked on a little was Leaves of Autumn by Primrose Cottages, but not enough to show you any different from my Whip Parade. So let me talk to you about some of the quilting and the garment sewing that I've done, and then I'll show you what I bought at the retreat, kind of highlight some things from that, and then we'll move on into what I want to stitch or what my plans are going forward. So here on Ada, she is named after my grandmother, is Simplicity Pattern 11323. And I am doing the version that is on the model, or I did. I still have to add my buttons. I have not added the buttons to her yet, but I've just got mine tied in the front right now. But everything is done. Big, nice, huge, beautiful sleeves. And you can still see I've got the markings for my, my buttons that I will add. It's got a cute little ruffle detail. It's got a stand collar. It's just a beautiful, beautiful garment. And I love it. I will probably wear this with a white tank under it, so I can tie it up in the front or untie it and wear it tucked into my clothes. But let me show you the back. Very pretty. So, and you know, fabric choice, whether it's in garment sewing, quilting, whatever, it changes the looks, because you can see the look on this and that pretty, almost just a little cute floral that looks vintage to me. Fabric makes the top look so different, and it has the ruffle on it as well, but it's just, fabric choices make a big difference, whether we're cross stitching, quilting, garment sewing. It does it, and that's why when you do something that someone else is also doing and they've changed the colors, it's amazing to see that. I am doing a quilt along with several friends, and we are doing the block of the month from Sherry, A Quilting Life, Sherry McConnell, and I'm doing mine, and I know this is gonna come as a shock, I'm doing mine in patriotic colors. And to see our blocks, all of us have kind of chosen different fabric. Some are in reproduction fabric, some are in bright springy fabric. It's wonderful to see the blocks as they're being made, and we are comparing and showing each other, so that's fun. The next thing that I made was a tote bag. Just so cute. This is all done out of canvas, and the way that I quilted it, just doing some heavy, like I don't know, maybe a 1/2 inch apart quilting. It makes it very, not accordion style, but it almost a little stretchy, almost like if you're doing smocking. But I like that. So this will be a tutorial coming soon. on this bag. The next thing I did is my spring wall hanging. And I showed you in my prior Flosstube, I did the February one, which was Love. And these are Riley Blake. I bought 3 of them. They come in a box. Some are red, some are white. I'm assuming there are 12 different ones, but I'm not putting mine outside. I do mine in the foyer. I have a double door on my house, so I'm sure didn't want to do 2 of them. But I'm hanging mine in my foyer, above my foyer table. So this is what the kit includes. So you just have to get your backing, I think, is the only thing, and your batting. And I have already passed on the pattern for the Love and for this one, so I don't have the actual pattern to show you, but it is exactly what this is. I do sleeves on the back of mine to hang mine. So I put a dowel in it, and that's my back, my backing. But there is the wall hanging. I love it. Love, love, love it. Okay, so what else have I got? So these are still available. I think you can get them from Fat Quarter Shop. I'm not sure where else, but they are cute, and they all finish, to my understanding, the same size. So again, I believe there are 12 different ones. It may have been a club. And I think that's all that I have finished to show. And so let me just talk a little bit about the Barefoot Needle Art Retreat. It was a very good retreat in Surfside, is where Barefoot Needle Art is located, Surfside, South Carolina. They have the retreat twice a year in Myrtle Beach. They do one in February, usually the first weekend of February and usually the first weekend of October. Sign-ups are have already been opened up for the October retreat, so if you want to come, do that. There are no classes. It is a really relaxed, laid-back retreat where you can just sit and stitch and chat with your friends. There are usually 6 people at a table. I didn't even bring in my table gifts. I got some cute gifts. Rachel bought us, she did a theme for her table gifts of flamingos. And so she had, I do have the little chart she gave us. And she gave us a stuffed pink flamingo in a cute little clear bag with flamingos on it. We got a pin and all kinds of cute little things in that bag. So very sweet, very, very sweet of her. And Michelle, made by Michelle McGraw, she did her theme in Hello Kitty. So we got a little tiny zipper hard case Hello Kitty zip up. And she had some scissors and some cute little things in that as well. So that was sweet. And Stacy, 911 Stitcher, a sweet little gift she gave. She is just precious. And it's so good to be able to spend time with some of the people you get to see also every retreat. Some people can only make it to one retreat a year. And so we missed some of them for this retreat, but we'll see them in the October one. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and sign up. Even if there's a wait list, things happen. People get sick and plans change and can't go. So if you are interested and you want to come, get on the wait list if there is a wait list. I'm not sure if they're full yet or not. But finally, a farm girl was our designer for the chart that we received. And unfortunately, she didn't get to come. She wasn't feeling well. But here is the retreat piece she did. So very nice. And so pleased to have that. And shopping wise, I showed you the piece, the Brenda Gervais Grand Old Flag that I had already bought. I did buy that. I bought some floss, and this is for something. Oh, Spring Awakens by Brenda Gervais. I bought this one. And this one, these were the two that I know that I needed. I don't think I needed the others. That will go with that. This is Vintage Country Mocha, which I already have, but I got the floss that I needed for that one. And I also bought another piece of Vintage Country Mocha. And you know, I first never liked this when I first got it by accident, because I thought it felt a little stiff, weird, but I love it now. I do. I like it. So I got a fat quarter of that. Then I bought Patriotic Quaker by Primrose Cottages. I bought, what else did I buy? No, that wasn't what I bought. Plum Street Samplers, American Welcome. I bought it and kitted it. I am doing, so I've got it all kitted. I am doing it with all the called for colors on a fat quarter of 40 count Sparrow by Millennial Fabrics. I've not used their fabrics before. So they had a little trunk show of their fabrics there. So I don't know. It's got a little bit of heft to it, not stiff like an Ada stiffed, but that's what I got, and of course got all the flosses that I needed for that. So that is fully kitted. And the only other haul I got was, and I didn't pull it down, was a couple of bundles of fat quarters. I think I got 2 bundles of fat quarters. And I think that's all that I have. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that I inspired you and you liked my content. If you did, would you please subscribe to my channel, like, share, and comment on my video, and do all the things we do here on YouTube. I would appreciate that very much. And the next thing that, I want to work on from a garment perspective is I want to make my granddaughter, and I don't know if she'll wear it for Easter, but I do want to make her a dress. And I want to, quilting wise, I want to get this one done, even though I don't know necessarily when I'll put that up, maybe June, the watermelon time frame. I told you I'm working on the quilt along or block of the month with some friends, so I'll continue to do that. And oh, the bag. I think I am going to do the bag tutorial, another bag tutorial, and show you all a little different way to do it than the tutorial I have on there now. I'll do that. And I'm going to continue to focus on dwelling place. I want to do a few days a week on that so I can get that chunked out. My next oldest whip beyond that was Dasher and Dancer that I started on Christmas Day in 2023. So I want to get that going as well. But I do want to start this American Welcome. I'm not sure when I'll start it, but I want to get that one going fairly quickly as well. So let me know What do you all do? Do you make wall hangings for inside if you're a quilter, or do you make them for the outside? And then for Easter, what are you starting? So if you're just cross stitch only, what are you starting on for Easter? Because I would like to do the Spring Awakens. I am not an in-season stitcher per se, so I like to have mine done early so I can display it. But be curious to see, what are you all stitching on for Easter? Show me and let me know, and that way it'll give me some ideas on what I want to do. But I hope you all enjoyed it. I enjoy spending time with you always. So thank you so very much for all that you've done, your support of my channel. I appreciate it very much. Thank you so much. And I hope that you all have an absolutely wonderful day. I'll see you next time. Bye.